This is the Frontier Doubles League, a league unlike the typical threes leagues. We are a North American 2v2 Rocket League competitive league that has a scene for players of all ranks. So, what makes us different besides the fact that we're a 2v2 league instead of the typical 3v3? Well, we offer flexible scheduling, most matches are streamed with live commentary, we're a smaller, more personable community that scrims often. We truly are the most friendly league out there. So, whether you're trying to improve your skills or just want to have some fun, you'll find a place here. To sign up today, visit FDL.GG.
Well, folks, we are back once again. No antics will be spared here. However, the copyright strike that we referred to earlier, that's all gone and past. Kendo Slice here along with Tubby. And Tubby, it's an honor to have you here in the booth with me. I'm looking forward to a great matchup between two incredible teams. It's the #1 Gators of the Expert League. They are 8-2, 28-14. They had the best offense in the Expert League. 159 goals for. That is very, very impressive. They're going up against the Rams, who, while they were 6-4, they were also the only negative goal differential team to make the playoffs. So there's a little disparity there. Scrappy team, puncher's chance, but statistically, they're a little bit below the bar we'd expect out of a playoff team.
Yeah, the Rams are coming in. They're not exactly the strongest team here, but they've been scrappy all year. They got in by the skin of your teeth, but like a lot of great people say, once you get to the playoffs, record doesn't matter. Goal difference doesn't matter. Nothing matters. We're here for 7 games, and what you do in these 7 games is what's going to determine your fate in these playoffs.
For the Rams, you got Jdubbz and Bondo. Jdubbz is coming in with an undefeated record during his gameplay on the season. It's going to be Gators, Robot Man, and STUUUUUUBZ, both with only one single loss in their plays. So I'm very interested to see how these two teams perform. For me personally, on the side of the Rams, you have two old school names within a league that I will not mention here. They go a long way back with me, and I appreciate the heck out of the fact they're still out here. They're rolling on folks.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens here. The Gators are a really solid team here, and you can never count them out. We saw that last week, and I'm hoping to see something like that again this week.
Well, we're underway, folks. It's a best of 7. It's going to be the Rams and the Gators and Jdubbz. Already going to put one towards the net. It'll be off the backboard where STUUUUUUBZ will receive. Be interested to see how these two teams break out. And Bondo, one to watch out for. 50-50s just like that are going to create many opportunities. Will the Rams be able to power through those chances offensively? Going to be 40 seconds gone by. Here's Bondo out of his own corner. They'll be pushing on. In through the mid. Oh, interesting touch to get by one. The secondary defender will defend it well. Bring it right back into the zone. But with unorthodox touches like that, there's a chance that we may just see the ball go the other way. The no touch here will allow STUUUUUUBZ to score the first goal.
Yeah, STUUUUUUUBZ here picking up right where he left off last week. A really solid fake here. He saw that Jdubbz was a good position. He just let it go. And Jdubbz, he had to cover that high shot. It's a really tough position for him to be in. STUUUUUUBZ is coming in with momentum. Jdubbz is coming in from a dead stop. STUUUUUUBZ had all the control there. Fantastic goal.
Right off the kickoff, STUUUUUUBZ looking for the double tap. Me up to the Rams. Try to bring this back. Bondo's got an open net. It's a wide shot, though. Unable to capitalize on what could have been a sure thing. Instead, it'll be brought right back to the mid. Bondo fields the midfield ball immediately into the offensive zone, and it is returned to center. Double commit. STUUUUUUBZ open net. Jdubbz just gets a nose on it to keep that ball out of the net. They power on. Going to be the Gators. And the Gators, again, they looked extremely impressive. These two teams did play each other in week 5, and I'm going to be honest, it doesn't bode well historically for the Rams when you're looking at the matchup between these two teams. But the 3-0 in week 5 with a 10-goal differential overall was a pretty dynamic loss.
Yeah, you know, every team in Expert League knows that when you face the Gators, you got to bring your A game. This is a very solid team here. Robot Man really knows how to play off of STUUUUUUBZ, and STUUUUUUBZ is a super solid offensive player. Robot Man, you'll see him, he'll play very solid on defense, and he'll make early 50s in order for STUUUUUUBZ to get good open shots, 1v1s, and a lot of times open nets against his defenders because Robot Man is just so solid in the midfield. And I really think we will see that come here today. And they're really going to put a lot of pressure on the Rams to make sure that they have good rotations. We've seen a couple double commits early here for the Rams, and I really want to see them clean that up, get their communication better.
Also seeing a little bit of misdirection. That's always it opened up a lot of the room for the Rams to work with. STUUUUUUBZ going to utilize that room to score a second goal.
Yeah, right there, Robot Man pushes it on the wall. Bondo doesn't get the touching one there, and STUUUUUUBZ is being that offensive pressure. You know, when he gets good open nets, he doesn't miss very many of them. So it's up to the Rams to not give him that time, and right there they gave him just too much time.
There's definitely some chance, and there was also some good pressure. Bondo off the kickoff, gonna follow through, gets one back.
Yeah, Bondo just a solid kickoff there. Robot Man, you know, cheated up. This is, you know, the cheat up. You live with the cheat up and you die with the cheat up. And right there, they just died with the cheat up.
Well, we have a 3-goal so far on the board. 2 minutes to go in game number 1. Still a chance for the Rams. They can take what opportunities they've been given and convert on them. It's going to be a ball side to side. Robot Man. Get on that. It's a double commit. Jdubbz has a chance to center for Bondo. We'll find the pass. It's down for Bondo, but Robot Man able to keep the ball out for now. It will be Robot Man picking up the loose ball that slowly careened here in the midfield. Bondo tries to get the breakout. It'll be picked up by Jdubbz. Aerial carry through one, but again, cleared to the side by Robot Man. Does not wait. Gets up early and then early again for the offensive chance. Jdubbz has a large majority of the net to work with. Does snipe the corner.
Yeah, Jdubbz had to honor the shot of Robot Man there, and when he missed, it put him in a bad spot. It looks like Robot Man actually got a bump there on Jdubbz. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but if he did, he great, fantastic car control, and there's nothing that Jdubbz could have done if that was the case.
Now the Rams, they're running out of time. 60 seconds left to go. Much tougher circumstance to be in. And I look to see them get maybe a little reckless, a little bit over-aggressive against this Gators team. A little bit of YOLO offensive gameplay may lead to a hole in the defense. They cannot get through the back line that is STUUUUUUBZ, though. Jdubbz to the side. They do retain pressure here, but there's not enough follow behind the ball. It's going to give Robot Man plenty of time. Finds STUUUUUUBZ. STUUUUUUUBZ towards the net. It's going to be a ball down with very little follow. Robot Man, though, with the center. Bondo, that net's free. Can't get around it. Gets into Jdubbz. They score. It's a 1-goal lead. 18 seconds.
Yeah, solid defense there from the Rams. Turns into offense. Bondo panicked a little bit there, but he got it out to Jdubbz. So this is what happens when you really focus on offensive pressure. Sometimes you'll get bit in the butt, and they'll take it back and get a free open net. But that offensive pressure, it's a real good give and take. And the ones who do it really well really don't give up many open nets because they're able to keep that pressure up so well. Right there, just a slip there for the Gators. Not something we really see from them very often.
4 seconds to go. It's going to take a zero-hero moment. And it will not happen. The Gators manage to keep steadfast the tail end of this one. They win 3-2 on the back of solid team play, I'm going to say, and great defensive foundation.
Yeah, Robot Man really knows his role on this team, and he lets STUUUUUUBZ get all the shine. But, you know, as someone, if you play Rocket League, you know the work that Robot Man puts in. You know how He's so selfless in the way he plays. He's not looking for the glory. He's just looking for, the good of the team. He doesn't need to get all these goals. He's got a very solid striker behind him, and he just plays his role so perfectly, and it makes it so hard for the Rams to really, like you were saying, you want him to be aggressive, but Robot Man just plays so solid on defense, and he sets up stuff so well that it's really hard to want to go out and just go all offense, because you can get destroyed that way by these Gators.
I appreciate the fact that STUUUUUUBZ only wanted to get shots on net for the Gators, and all of them were converted. 5 straight minutes, 100% goal conversion rate. It's not something you see too often, and I'm going to be watching very closely, because if they can carry that into the next game, oh boy. The statistician in me loves the idea of seeing a broadcasted game that goes with 100% goal efficiency for longer than 5 minutes. I don't know it'll go that long, but the Gators have my eye.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see this. And if anybody in this league can do it, I believe it is STUUUUUUBZ.
Well, it's going to be game number 2. The Rams, clean slate to deal with. They did get a majority of the chances towards the net, not necessarily in the quality side of things. They were only able to convert 2 of their 7 shots. Going to be Bondo. Early opportunity, a miss is going to allow Jdubbz the first shot on net, the first blood for the Rams.
Yeah, Bondo making a quick turn there, getting it off the backboard and putting Robot Man in a hard position. Jdubbz is coming in for the finish. We're really seeing like this chemistry coming in with Jdubbz. There's a lot of the finishing, and Bondo's doing a lot of the setting up here for the Rams.
That one took under 30 seconds. It's going to be STUUUUUUBZ looking to get a quick answer. Touch towards the net. Robot Man working it. Oh, great slow play. Has STUUUUUUBZ wide open net. What a delay to create this space.
Like right here, and the unselfishness at the end of just give it to his. Like I said, Robot Man knows his role so well here. He just takes so many early 50s, and that's why STUUUUUUBZ has such a great shooting percentage. Most of his shots are very easy because of the space that Robot Man creates for him.
STUUUUUUBZ gonna be looking for some more space. There it is. 4-man 13 mark, so 5 minutes. And a grand total of 47 seconds was the amount of time that this Gator squad was able to have 100% shot efficiency. 1 shot, 1 goal, no longer. Doubt it's a record, but I tell you what, it's something that I feel like is an accomplishment for them as they have this game. Game number 2. Robot Man looking in through the mid. It'll be a push on. And Bondo will immediately pull back through the scrum in the corner, but they get into each other. It's going to be open space for Robot Man. Initial poke up. I love the delayed touch here that Jdubbz will read, but it's a weak clear. And look at these subsequent passes. 1, 2, maybe a third. It's saved by Jdubbz. The shot was on. Would have counted, but the defense there at the last moment.
Yeah, Rams played really solid defense right there, but you see again what the Gators are going for. I just keep preaching this home because I want the viewers at home to notice. Robot Man doesn't look for his own shots. Everything he's doing is to create for STUUUUUUBZ here. And I mean, am I just cast the curse right there. Robot Man finds his own shot here. A little trick off the wall there. I mean, I guess, sorry, Robot Man. I'll leave it alone.
I don't think there's anything wrong with what just happened there, my friend. I believe that these 2 teams, or these 2 players for the Gators, 100% have displayed to us they are unselfish. Robot Man gonna get another assist. STUUUUUUBZ the follow through here, and when you have that mentality in 2s, it creates an excellent dichotomy going forward. You aren't just selfishly taking it. You're not the ball over by putting it on net into a set defense. You're creating spaces with which your teammate can work with. which are better than your own chances unless you're STUUUUUBZ and sniping 15-degree angles like this one. My goodness.
Yeah, this is STUUUUUBZ's explosive offensiveness right here. I mean, I can't even blame Jdubbz for not, getting through this ball. I wouldn't have expected that shot to go in. I don't know about you.
That is disgusting. Serves that one up on a silver platter. Now it's 4-1. We're finally starting to find their freshwater sea legs. Yes, that makes no sense, folks. I understand. But considering the alligators, yeah. I'm not gonna get into the science behind saltwater versus freshwater there. We'll just continue forward here. Gonna be STUUUUUBZ. Manages to find this ball off of the weak side. Just another transition goal.
Yeah, right there. I don't know if Robot Man got the bump on Bondo to take him off it, but that early pressure from Robot Man, Jdubbz just pushed up a little too much. They were a little too aggressive right there. They're down 4-1. So, you understand a little bit of pressure, but just leaving himself out to dry, and STUUUUUUBZ does not.
Gonna be another pass. At this point, this is a masterclass. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, Tubby. I don't feel like I need to over-commentate this. Between STUUUUUUBZ and Robot Man, it's just a 1-2 punch that is continuing forward. And the Rams, they're slowly finding themselves to no longer be the trainer who's throwing punches back. They're becoming the punching bag. They're becoming the meat in Rocky's freezer. It's just never-ending offense for the Gators, and the Rams have to do something to adjust.
Yeah, if you were just to watch today and look at the records and see the goal differential, and you were just to watch these first 2 games, you would understand why the Gators have been so dominant the way they are here. Just an offensive clinic out here, showing the rest of Expert League, giving them a blueprint on how to win their games right here.
But life will continue on for the Rams. They have made some clinical saves. Just hasn't been enough to quell the storm coming out of this neon yellow zone. Oh my, here comes Bondo. Looking for a shot on, immediately saved to the side by Robot Man. He played on 2v1. They're gonna find him in a quick counterattack. Wide open net. Need I say more? I hope you like Mankini season. We're in Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a perfect game here for STUUUUUUBZ, but I think he'll take 6 kills and 10 shots here. How about you?
I think I will take that all day long. You throw that along with the 3 shots and 3 goals from earlier, you're looking at a monumental shot percentage. And it's just not ending. I personally would prefer that a team just kind of slow down at the 7-1, preserve the meme, but some teams will not do so. And STUUUUUUBZ looking like he is that guy. What a long distance banger.
STUUUUUUBZ out here fighting for every goal. He's like, give me them stats here, I mean, is he? Oh, he's almost there. 2 points from that 1,000 bomb. That might be what he's going for here.
1,000 points potentially on the line. STUUUUUUBZ can get even a single shot. Oh, there he goes!
No, there it is. There it is. He got 1 touch. That's all he needed. He was at 998.
Single touch. 1,000 points for STUUUUUUBZ. He's going to end up getting it off of the MVP anyway from this game. Instead, it'll just be an obscene number. My goodness. 8-1. The Gators make a statement, and right now, anything for the Rams. Thoughts, prayers, they just got Gatorized. My goodness. They need some aid.
Listen, all they gotta hope for is that STUUUUUUBZ internet goes out here right now, because that's all that's gonna help them as far as I'm seeing.
Robot Man, 4 assists to go with it. Only 1 shot. Created his offense when he had the opportunity. But all in all, it was just both of these players finding each other in the transition. The back passes were pure. It was just a clinic on control. And if we see more of the same, I feel bad for the Rams fans in the chat, because chances are those channel points out the door. Bye-bye. Sayonara. At the end of the day, all those goodbye things.
Yeah, I mean, not only do I feel bad for Rams fans, right now, the way it's looking, I feel bad for all fans of an expert league team here, because it's looking, if the Gators can keep this up, I do not know who personally can compete with them right here. They are on such a level right now. The communication, you can see it in how they're playing. The communication is perfect. You know, the unselfish play is perfect. You know, STUUUUUUBZ, I mean, STUUUUUUBZ is pretty much darn perfect here. You know, STUUUUUUUBZ scary to go against here. And
Yeah.
I think he's trying to put all of Expert League on notice right now that he is here to win this.
Yeah, I would agree with you, and I do feel like they are performing in the utmost. I can't wait to see if the Rams have anything still left after the absolute shellacking they took in game number 2, but we will need to see something different out of them, or it's going to be more of the same. Bondo and Jdubbz, their work cut out for them. Jdubbz looking to work the corner. They did get first blood last game. Can they do it again? Not quite this time. It's all the way down. Robot Man wide open net. Put one on. Well played.
Yeah, they're getting his offense here. I mean, STUUUUUUBZ has passed it forward here, and Robot Man's there. Hey, STUUUUUUUBZ can pass too. He was just proving it to us right there. You know, he can pass too.
It's always impressive to be multi-talented on the pitch, and STUUUUUUBZ trying to show us an exhibition. He has it all. Gonna be a long ball played out by STUUUUUUBZ. Robot Man chooses to refrain from the touch. I think if you're the Rams, you have to find shorter touches, stay with the ball, force 50-50s, because these long, high touches, STUUUUUUBZ picking up on them and scoring goals off of them.
Robot Man here coming in with the demo, and STUUUUUUBZ just got an open net here. Robot Man really knows his role. I just keep hammering this home, and he plays it so well. And it just puts a smile on my face to watch good, not like scoring offense, but good just teammate offense. Like not being the one who's in the stun. The STUUUUUUBZ gets all the light, but I really want to point out what Robot Man's doing, because it is leading to STUUUUUUBZ looking so well.
Well, we have 1 minute gone by and no indication of life for the Rams as of yet, outside of a single offensive push. Here comes another one potentially, but it will not be fully realized, because as soon as Jdubbz gets pumped off of that, it is sent back the other way quickly. Robot Man, play across. Manages to find this ball and get a little extra control, but the retreat coming out. Jdubbz and Bondo, they're throwing themselves at some of these challenges. This is going to be an open net, and Robot Man already shown us that's not going to be a ball that's missed.
Gators here, I mean, Robot Man having a little bit of himself a game here. I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to really have a game compared to what STUUUUUUBZ has been doing, but he's having a decent game here. But the Rams are just getting desperate, and you can see it all over the field. Terrible double commits with a couple goals here. You know, I don't know if they've given up. I wouldn't want to say that, but you know, it looks like they're definitely not giving it like the best here. You know, their rotations are a little sloppy and all this. I would really like to see them pull it in here and maybe try and at least take a game here. You know, just for a little bit of offense.
I'd like to see one goal at a time here for the Rams. I'm gonna go even smaller margin. We're seeing commits that at times are not the best, and I personally, knowing Jdubbz and Bondo, I know that these are two gentlemen who enjoy just being out there and having fun. I don't think they're gonna take this loss the wrong way, which I know I'm being very assumptive at the moment, but they haven't shown us much of a pulse here in game number 3, and given the fact that they're already down 3 past halftime, I'm not gonna declare them dead just yet, but they need to show me something, and they need to do it now. Ask and you shall receive. What can I say, Tubby?
I'm sure they're sitting there telling Nintendo, please ask for more here. You know, they get a couple more in, and they're back in this game, and they could make it competitive here. I mean, let's not count the Rams off. I really do want to see life here. I really want to see this series go longer than 4 games here because you know they fought hard all season, and to just go out in a sweep is just a heartbreaker for them.
Oh, they're not about to go away. Here comes Jdubbz. Good control. Will lose it on the backflip. I like the idea of the setup, but it was read so well by Robot Man, and who else but STUUUUUUBZ to finish that one off out of the corner.
Yeah, again, you're selfless play. I mean, I guess he missed out. I thought he got touched. My apologies, but you know, it's just selfless play. Pulls up the corners, Rams commit, and STUUUUUUBZ doesn't miss. We've seen it all the time. You know, he's not got that 100%, but he might as well. You know, he hits every shot. It's insane how accurate his shots are sometimes.
And it doesn't, it's not just, then we see another goal here by Robot Man getting the hat trick of his own, trying to equalize some of what STUUUUUUBZ is doing. It's not necessarily the passes that are all that Robot Man is doing. Robot Man is finding ways to position themselves where STUUUUUUBZ is able to carry much better pressure. Like that ball, despite it not being touched by Robot Man, Jdubbz gonna score another one here. Despite it not being touched by Robot Man, the positioning, the pressure was pristine, and it created enough respect from the Rams that they had to be aware of Robot Man. It allowed STUUUUUUBZ to go all in on that charge. So I appreciate the snot out of it. He's doing an amazing job. And so are the Rams, making a comeback here. 2 goals in the last 15 seconds.
Yeah, they're really putting early pressure here off the kickoffs. You know, Gators got to make an adjustment here. I think the Rams are kind of seeing, you know, this is probably, I think this is their like 3rd or 4th off the kickoff goal here. I think they're going to start keep pushing this right here. You know, if the Gators aren't careful, they might get beat here.
Oh my, he might be able to stop the corner, not quite. It'll be Jdubbz. Another one high. STUUUUUUBZ is just able to get a nose on. Continue to corral this ball around the net. They've grabbed both boosts. Continuous pressure, but the defense remains strong. 60 seconds to go now. Jdubbz high off the backboard. It's going to teardrop down. That is 3 straight boosts that Jdubbz has managed to steal. And they are still going to get that clear long.
Yeah, Robot Man, they're just so solid on defense. As we've said all series long, they're just, you know, even when STUUUUUUBZ was demoed, he just didn't panic. He put himself in great position, as he's done all series, and he just clamped down that Ram block.
34 seconds to go. Even if the Rams do go down here, they have shown me a little bit of life, and I draw hope on that. It's going to be Jdubbz. Might be able to find the angle here. STUUUUUUBZ will just interfere with that. 14 to go. Bondo might be able to put this one in reach, but the demo on the back end. STUUUUUUBZ is the one providing the selfless play, and Robot Man has a 4th.
Oh my gosh, the Gators have just taken this Ram, clamped down the jaws, and they're just putting them in the roll right now. It's just offense, defense everywhere. There's no getting out. They're just slowly suffocating them and tearing them to bits here as this series goes on.
I like both of those references, my friend. You hit me with the biology, then you also hit me with the wrestling reference, and here's the roll. Right there. I think that's what they're going for. They're rolling them up. They're keeping them off their feet. And it's amazing. Despite the fact the Rams able to outshoot the Gators remain steadfast once again. And they show them 4 straight, match points as they take the 3rd in a best of 7. It's really been all Gators, Tubby. And I feel bad for Rams fans, but at the same time, if the Rams can give us those little flashes of brilliance and extend them throughout a 5-minute period, I don't doubt they can come back for at least a game. I just think it's an extremely tall order at this point. With game 4 ahead of us and that many times where match point is before us, that the Rams are going to be able to overcome the Gators when they look this dominant.
Hey, I got a nice treat for you. Why don't you go ahead and look at Robot Man shooting right there for you?
Yeah, it's extremely impressive.
100% right there. You know, Robot showing that he can play offense too right there. He's not only the good soldier, sometimes he gets his goals as well.
Well, folks, I see the flags waving in Champions Field. Not a single one of them is white, though. So we're going to go to game number 4. The Gators not about to give up. We'll see if they can score first blood here. They come out with physical play. Robot Man 1v1 with Bondo. Did not go very well. See you later.
What can you even say here for Bondo? You know, he makes the challenge here, and then it just pinches right into the corner of his goal. Sometimes you just gotta go, well, what am I to do here?
It's not too often a match will break me, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest. At this point, this one's a tough one. I'm hoping for content. I'm rooting for content. I'm borderline ready to just root on the Rams as they find the double off of the backboard.
Yeah, this is where the Rams are finding a lot of their pressure here is in these early attacks here before the Gators are really able to recover and get a strong defense going. So really, if they are to win this game, this is how I see them doing it, is getting a lot of early pressure and really making sure that the Gators can't get into good defense. Because when they do, we know right here, asking you shall receive, as you said last game, right there. Early offensive pressure here, not letting the Gators get put in that position because their defense is so good that you can't let them get into an actual good defensive position or you will not score.
I think a lot of it's come off the back of the fact that this Rams squad has kept the ball on the horns the entire time through both of those plays. Did not really leave a member of the Rams for very long without follow-up. Bondo's gonna follow through, and it's a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I'm really loving what I'm seeing now. But like we saw last week, with 3 comebacks in a row, I do believe, with 2 or more goals, you cannot count those games out. I would not want these Rams to get too cocky here, because this is not an insurmountable for the league. They can put up 6 in a blink of an eye, and you don't even know what happened. You're just like, I thought we had this game won, and the Gators are on top, and they're spinning around in circles and losing victory streaks.
Well, in the words of a great philosopher, another one.
Another one. Well, man, you know, tough situation there, but just putting it in on its own goal, sometimes it's just like, just don't even bother with it. Just don't get clipped on here, alright?
Well, they are going to get a response here out of Robot Man. Defense has definitely been the strong suit of both of these teams here early in game number 4. 6 goals in 1 minute and 5 seconds. I'm actually impressed with that number. That's nuts.
Yeah, right now I think we're on pace for, what would that be, 24? 24? No, not 24, 30 goals. I'll take 30 goals. I don't know about you. I mean, it'll be a long game, but it'll be a fun one.
It would be a very fun one. I'm hoping that they are able to maintain their offensive integrity, the Rams. Don't lose the ball too far forward. Jdubbz finds the angle. STUUUUUUBZ forced to make the save. But a Bondo throw in defense is going to allow a rough situation, and Robot Man has the hat trick.
Yeah, it's getting a little scary here for the Rams. They overcommitted again here, and I saw Jdubbz is coming back from his camp, and I was just like, this is not going to end well for him. Robot Man is definitely coming down that middle, and stuff just rolled it across, and Jdubbz, all I could do was watch.
Here they go again. It's Bondo. Good pressure on Robot Man. Forecheck works until it pinches all the way into the offensive zone for the Gators. STUUUUUUBZ, keeping it playable for Robot Man in the midfield. And then watch this control, just pushes it up. Jdubbz is there to meet it, but the secondary touch is down for STUUUUUUBZ. Masterclass in passing.
Yeah, you know, it was just 4-1 a minute ago, and look at this, it's 4-4. This is how quick the Gators can strike, right? It's the perfect name for this team, let's be honest here. They suffocate you, you know, they grab you, they suffocate you, they roll you, and then just out of nowhere, they strike. It's just that fast, you know, you don't even see it coming, bam, your ankle's done.
Well, we're starting to see a little bit of fake strats out of the Gators as well. You know they're having fun. And they still have half the game to put this one away. They've managed to equalize it despite going down pretty monumentally early. It's going to be Jdubbz looking for Bondo. Play on by STUUUUUUBZ. Takes the ball right out from under the nose. See a shot on that. Bondo does manage to get to the corner. And I gotta say, Tubby, despite the fact that we've seen a really good display from the Rams, it's just too many loose balls that STUUUUUUBZ and Robot Man have gotten a read upon. Here's another one that Robot Man uncharacteristically will miss. It's a chance for Bondo back the other way. See some crazy stuff from this man. What a play off the sidewall and down.
Ooh, Rams here, they really want this game, and you can see it. They're playing really well here, and oh my gosh, STUUUUUUBZ just got his ankle broken. What a touch there from Bondo. Oh, just showing off, you know, I can play offense too here, STUUUUUUBZ. Watch this.
In the past, Bondo was someone I've always admired the wall play from, and that was a thing of beauty. The misdirect on the ground pinch as well. Excellent execution. Here is Jdubbz. Able to get through too, but the high lofted touch able to be controlled by Robot Man into the corner. Slowly played. STUUUUUUBZ does get a read on it. There's still 90 seconds to go, but this is exactly where you want to keep it if you are the Rams. Keep it in the offensive zone. Contest the ball early. Don't overcommit, but don't allow the Gators a chance to really solidify their offense. Keep the pressure on when you have it. Jdubbz not able to put that one away. Bondo had it on the line for an hour and a half. Will finally get the second chance. And now it's a 2-goal lead again.
Oh, I just want to say that the Rams have this game, but deep down inside of me, I know that this can just disappear so quickly, and I hope not, because I really want this game here. I'm sorry, but I'm biased. I want to see a game 5 here, just for the sake of all the effort put in this game. You know, no one likes it. I don't like seeing sweeps, you know, because it means one team didn't at least get the feeling of victory once.
I agree with you fully. And I say that in a completely unbiased manner because this caster likes content. I want game 7s. I want overtimes. I want STUUUUUUBZ to slow down just a little bit because this is ridiculous.
Wow. Just out there dribbling him. What is Jdubbz to do there? You know, he could have shot that at any point there. Jdubbz is just kind of like throwing his car out there going, if I hit it, I hit it. And, you know, at this point, STUUUUUUBZ is just putting himself all out there, showing his dominance, letting people know who he is, if they didn't know who he was. It's very hard to see if you watch FDL at all. You know his stuff.
Yes, saved by STUUUUUUBZ. Pressure on the line, though, by Jdubbz is going to allow him a chance for a second win. STUUUUUUBZ 1v1 with Jdubbz. As the control tries to flick by, will not be able to do so. 10, crunch time. Robot Man through 1, not through 2. And this is a legitimate chance if they're able to get the extra touch. No, the shot by STUUUUUUBZ. 0 hero, and it's 6-6.
Bondo just got too confident there. I don't know what he was thinking. Just look how far he pushes up the other. STUUUUUUBZ has the ball and he's driving past him. I don't know where the logic is in that. Putting Jdubbz in a 1v1 against the best player on the field is a very tough assignment there for Jdubbz.
And STUUUUUUBZ looking for the ball in the midfield, almost able to ground pinch that down and in. Really would like to see the Rams at least take this an extra game, but this is a 1v1. Jdubbz, backline defender, gets the Savior medal for the effort. Oh no, here's Stubbs. Jdubbz does manage to get the save on. It's gonna be put down the other way. The Robot Man quickly upon it. Ball drop down. Jdubbz again with the push out. Oh no, it's an open net. Stubbs! No! It's the Gators! They have swept the Rams! Come from behind victory, game number 4.
The Rams just they don't learn, do they? It's just most of their goals in this series were just them pushing up too far, and the Gators just coming in and capitalizing. It's a great game by the Gators there, and it's a heartbreak for the Rams there. There were 10 seconds left. They got that good clear with 5 seconds left. I was like, all right, this game is sealed up here. Let's get ready for game 5. And then they just pushed up too far and put Jdubbz in a bad position. Jdubbz is going to have nightmares tonight about going 1v1 with the word Stubbs right behind him, looking right at it, because it was all night he was just destroying Jdubbz, and you kind of feel sorry for the dude. Sometimes you get put up against a train when you're a bike. It's just like, what are you gonna do there? You're gonna lose every time.
Yeah, hide your kids, hide your toes, because Stubbs, the one to look out for. And Robot Man, no slouch themselves, had put a decent amount of goals forth. Ironically, after you mentioned it wasn't necessarily Robot Man creating the goals, that was when the floodgates just opened up. If I didn't know better, I'd almost say they had a line on exactly what Tubby was saying, because immediately after, Robot Man, goal after goal after goal, led the way in game number 3. We saw a great exhibition here in game number 4 as well. The come from behind victory. And they look comfortable the entire time doing it. And very impressive.
We saw it last week, and we saw it this week again. The Gators, they just don't feel like they're ever out of the game. You can have a 2-3 goal lead, and they're they said it last week in their comms. They have the mindset of it's just one goal at a time. We know we can score goals, so we're just gonna go do it, and they do it. They do it really well. They do it better than most other teams in Expert League. So if this is all I can tell the team that has them next. Just play good defense and try and counterattack you, because if you push up too hard, they're going to destroy you. That's what killed the Rams here. They pushed up way too far, a lot. And you can't give Stubbs that open area, because he's going to beat you every time. He'll beat you 1v1, he'll beat you 2v1, he'll beat you 0v1. He just doesn't miss.
He does not miss at all. Speaking of the legends, we do have them here in with us. It is the Gators, Robot Man and Stubbs. Gentlemen, that was some impressive control. You gave us an exhibition of team play. I'm pretty sure a majority of those shots, and by a majority, 80% of them assisted upon. So bravo. Thank you for the masterclass. Hopefully you don't charge for on-stream activities.
No charge here. We just had fun. That was our goal.
Anyway, I do want to say you guys are into the finals. We also do have the Penguins, who made the finals yesterday. Any thoughts on the matchup here? Because do the Penguins present any danger to you at all? They were the 2nd seed going into the playoffs. I failed to actually do my research on the previous matchups between you and the Penguins, but is this a team that feels threatening at all to you?
Every team's threatening to a point. Everybody's going to have their goods and their bad days, and the Penguins are no different. They're going to be a challenge, and we're going to bring our A game.
I'm not really worried about anyone. I just play to have fun.
Oh my gosh, Stubbs. You play to have fun, and we watch you to have fun. Just an offensive clinic out there. Stubbs, I've got a serious question here for you. If you have the ball on your car, do you ever feel that you were not going to score when you're going towards that net?
No, not really.
That's all I wanted to hear there, because I knew the answer. I just need to hear it come out of your mouth. What an impressive performance here. The first game, you didn't miss a single shot. I gotta give props to Robot Man here. In Game 4, he did this, or Game 3, he did the same thing here. But I swear to God, your accuracy that game had to be at least 70% in that series. We were just sitting in here asking like when you were gonna miss, and half the time you didn't. Just talk about like, just is there any tips you have for other people out there on how to get so good at scoring, or is it just kind of something that you don't even realize like you have out of body experiences when you do it?
Honestly, it's really just don't think when you play. Just kind of do what you feel is the right type of movement. And also just, if you want to work on placement, just go into free play and just keep throwing shots on net. And if they miss, shoot it from wherever you can get to it.
I do like that a lot. And one question that is consistently asked, especially when you look at things like the pro scene, is what is that team's comms like? By the sound of it, you are two guys who like to have fun in a given game of Rocket League. So I get the feeling the comm structure is pretty interesting. Give us a little preview. What do the Gators sound like in the game like this? The communication must be stellar because you guys find each other on the pitch more often than not.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
the passing plays, those are just not even talking about it. We just awareness of where we're at, but like it's mostly of like who's calling out where they're at and making sure that we have an awareness of where you're at in the rotation. But Dubes,
I just scream downfield and the ball
he,
gets sent.
he does a lot.
So we got the one word call outs. I do love that and I appreciate that. Tubby, go ahead.
Yeah, Stoops, we were watching this game, and Robot Man was really putting in a lot of hard work that does go unnoticed a lot of times in games. He was making good downfield bumps. It looked like, I don't know if this was a plan, but a lot of times he was making that first challenge to give you that space there. Working with a teammate like Robot Man, it really does make your life easier. I just kind of want you to speak on like what it means to be a good teammate who's not the scorer, and like what that does for you personally and how you feel that impacts your game going forward when your teammate is playing so well. Like he's not always the focus of the offense, but what he does is creates the offense, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, Robot and Motions, they both have created so much and been great teammates. I can always rely on them and they rely on me. And it's always nice to know that like if I go to push on the offense, they'll be back no matter, and they'll be in support of whatever I do with the ball, and vice versa. I'll be in support of them with whatever they choose to do.
Well, gentlemen, you've made it. You're on to the finals. I gotta wonder how you're gonna do, but I get the feeling I already know the answer on how you feel about it because this is a confident team, ladies and gentlemen. The Gators gonna be going into the matchup with the Penguins next week. Anything less than 100% doesn't seem like the best. I get the feeling this is 100% all the time team. So, gentlemen, thank you for a wonderful performance to watch. And congratulations.
Thanks,
you.
guys.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Gators. They are your #1 seed in the Expert League. They'll be going up against the Penguins next week. So I'm going to be very interested, Tubby, to see how that matchup goes. But I believe that is all for us tonight.
It is indeed all for us tonight. Yeah, I mean, what a series to go off on. Really, the Gators really finished that on a high note, letting the Penguins know we're coming for you.
Indeed, they did. Well, folks, it's been quite the night. We've seen 2 more games that have led to finalists for you. And then there's even more action for us all tomorrow. You want to make sure that you tune in to Frontier Doubles League, 9:30 Eastern tomorrow. It's going to be the Origin League. The #1 Huskies will be going up against the #4 Stallions. And we'll see who is the finalist of the Star League 1 hour later. The #2 Marlins going up against the Monkeys. Folks, it's been an amazing night. We'll look forward to seeing you again. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.